Hey everyone, I just got rejected from a deli position. I have 3 to 5 years worth of food service experience. I'm getting 3 degrees and a T-cell certification. Um, I know how to make like websites. I've had experience with like museum curation and labeling. I've experienced tutoring. I've experienced teaching. I've experienced in title insurance. I've experience in hospitality and tourism. I speak 4 languages, and that's like conservatively speaking. If I want to get loose with it, I'm conversational proficient in like 5 or 6. Why did I get rejected from a deli position? My last job, I was working in a deli, and yeah. So, what's that about? 3 degrees, 4 languages, other certifications, micro certificates, whatnot. I only have $287 to my name. I don't think it's. See, everyone's like, oh, Gen Z's fucking. Oh, Gen Z's lazy. Gen Z doesn't want to work. Okay, fire us. Like, clearly we want to work. Clearly we're not lazy. Companies believe that Gen Z doesn't want to work, and because of that belief, I can't afford food. I can't eat. And with my meds that I need to take so that I don't kill myself, I need to eat them with food. And those meds cost $75 a month, and I have $287. So what's the plan? What's the plan? I was told getting one college degree, that would land you a good job. I'm getting three bachelor's degrees all at once, and I'm getting rejected from the bare minimum jobs. I can't even get a shit job. So what's that about? And to all the people that think this shit is normal and would want to like come in my comments like, oh well, clearly you're doing something wrong. Clearly you just need to apply to more jobs. Clearly you just need to pick up on more skills or like pick a different industry. Fuck you. Genuinely go yourself. I was talking with my mom about the job that I just got rejected from. And once again, my last job was a deli, and this was literally the exact same job that I had at my last job, which I was excellent at, right? I was talking with my mom about this, and she's like, yeah, maybe they thought you were overqualified. Okay, I still need to eat. I still need to pay my bills. I still need to take care of myself. You ever thought about that? You ever considered maybe that I need to buy food? Doesn't matter if I'm overqualified, which also that's a bullshit reason. Oh, you're overqualified. That's a load of bullshit. I don't buy it for a single second. So yeah, if there's any boomers that are like, oh, Gen Z's lazy, 3 degrees, 4 languages, multiple other certificates, experience in many different fields, applying to a shit ton of jobs. And also, I did everything right. I took out my piercings. I dressed up nice. I went to the interview. I took notes. I prepared questions. I even like followed up, and I like gave the deli a call, and I was like, hey, like I followed up. Point being, I did every single thing right that I could in that situation. So, if you think it's my fault that I can't afford food, fuck you. Go consider the following. Go yourself. Anyways, that's all. Just wanted to rant about how I'm getting 3 degrees and it doesn't guarantee me any sort of good livelihood or anything. Just wanted to rant. That's all. Ciao.
So let's get to the obvious, right? Now, if you've been watching this channel long enough, I usually will keep the person on the screen, but the person that we just witnessed, no, they're not going to get any additional screen time over here on this channel. The link to their channel, if you want to learn more about them, is in the description if you'd like to check it out. But hey, here's the thing. I'm about to give you my thoughts on this, but in the meantime, please get in the comments, share, let me know your thoughts on everything that we just witnessed, everything you just heard that individual say. But please, because we are thrivers over here. We're not negative. We don't send those type of threats at anybody. So please keep it calm, keep it respectful in the comments. Don't crash out like that individual just did. And remember, we gonna keep it positive. Give advice whether the person wants to receive it or not. I will be honest, when I first started, no, hold on. Before I go any further, I want to cancel every word curse, every evil that she just sent forth to any person that watched that video who had nothing in mind other than to give her sound wisdom and advice. I reject, I renounce, and I destroy all of those word curses and death threats that she sent out. I cancel every last one of them because we will not allow her negative words to take root in the life of any person. I cancel it right now because I have the power to do that, and I thank God for that ability. Now, with that out of the way, canceling all of that negativity, I'm going to be honest with you. When I first started watching this video until she started throwing the F-bomb around and sending out all of those threats, I had sincere empathy for her. I was going to provide some valuable insights, but I am not going to direct this person or direct any words toward this person at all. That person, they can go and live their life the way that they want. But for any person that may be in a similar situation to that individual, I am going to provide you with some valuable insights that you can receive and accept and take them. And I hope that it will bring about a positive change into your life. See, a person like what we just witnessed, their attitude and their character, that lack of character really, is the reason why they're getting the results that they are getting. It has nothing to do with the degrees. It has nothing to do with the languages and all of the skills. It has everything to do with that attitude, that lack of character, that ability to speak nothing but evil with your voice. Like it says, the power or death and life is in the power of the tongue. And we just saw an individual who wants to receive life speaking death into the lives of those who actually want to help. I'm reminded of another scripture, Proverbs 12 and 15, where it says, "The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice." I think we just saw a perfect example of that. This is an individual, and let me again, I just want to address this. I'm not talking to this person, but when we see that type of behavior that we just witnessed, that is a person who is threatened and defensive of critique. And let's be real, there are some people that are sensitive to being critiqued, but it takes somebody that is wise to be able to recognize that, oh, what this person is saying, I may not want to hear, I may not want to receive, it may not feel good in the moment. Sometimes people need that tough love, but not everybody knows how to absorb it and take it and respond to it in a mature manner and be able to extract the lessons in it. That's what some people don't recognize. And see, what it boils down to in many cases is that people are afraid of change, or they're afraid of taking responsibility for their actions, and all they do is they just play the blame game, blame, 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 and they want to place blame on everything but themselves. See, a person that's in a situation similar to that, you have to be teachable. When people are trying to assist you, trying to give you wise insight, and you reject it, that shows that you are not a teachable individual, and that is going to limit how far you go in life. Point blank, period. Now, let's address the issue. Let's say we do have an individual similar to the person that we just witnessed not too long ago, and they're saying, hey, like, I have multiple degrees, I have all of these different skill sets in all these different areas, and I even can speak all of these languages. I'm going to be completely honest. A person that has that many skills, not necessarily the degrees, but the ability to speak those languages, that there's no reason why a person like that should not be in a position of making some money. Like, you have way too many skill sets. And my question would be, are you limiting yourself to one industry? Right? Talking about a deli job, why are you aiming so low? Did you go and try to find jobs in all of those industries that you have experience in? Did you try and go and get a job where somebody is looking for somebody that speaks the languages that you speak? Sometimes people hold and put themselves in a box because they're unwilling to get outside of their comfort zone. It happens all of the time. I can't believe that a person with a vast array of skills and speaks multiple languages is not able to get a job somewhere. Like, it may not be your dream job. It may not be the job working in the industry that you desire, but those are, at least the languages, in demand in a lot of different industries. That is a skill set that a very small group of people on this planet have, and even smaller when you consider over here in America. There's not a lot of people that you meet here in America that speak four languages. So that is already putting you at an advantage. And I want to bring up something that I learned from one of my mentors, right? One of my mentors talks about intelligence, and people are always saying, hey, they're intelligent, they're smart. But my mentor, and I gotta give Nick credit for this, right? And what he said is he brought a new definition of intelligence, one that I've adapted. It's his definition. You don't have to adapt it, but I want to share it with you. He says that intelligence is the ability to get what you want. That is what shows a person's level of intelligence, not how many degrees they have. No, not how many books you read, not how smart you feel or think you are. It's your ability to get what you want in life. And somebody that has a bunch of degrees, speaks multiple languages, has a vast array of skill sets, but they don't have money, which is something that they want, it is actually showcasing a lack of intelligence. What it means is there's a gap between the skills and everything that you have that you view as valuable and what you actually want. And you have to figure out how to shorten that gap. And it's often because you are not properly leveraging those skill sets, leveraging those degrees, or leveraging those languages that you speak in a manner that will make you money. That's what you want. And if you're not getting it, it actually is a sign of intelligence. That's not a disrespectful thing to say. It's not a diss. It is a highlight of a gap that exists in your life. Like, I had to evaluate the same thing in my business, where it's like, okay, I'm doing all of these things to try to bring in customers, but I'm not getting the type of customers consistently that I want. It means that there's a lack of intelligence there when it comes to my ability to acquire customers in my business and do so consistently. there's nothing wrong with me being able to acknowledge the fact that, okay, like I'm not as intelligent as I think when it comes to client acquisition and lead generation. I need to close that gap. There's something there that I need to learn so that I can become intelligent and proficient so that I get the results that I want in my business. So a mature person can receive that. A teachable person can acknowledge the fact that, hey, I'm not where I want to be. And that is showcasing that there's a gap that exists currently in my life, and I need to close that gap so that I can get closer to what I want. I hope that the things that I shared have been helpful to those of you that are in that position, that are receptive to receiving that advice. And again, I completely cancel, renounce, and destroy every negative word that that individual that we saw spoke to any person. It will not take root. It will not have a negative impact in any person's life that she targeted that towards. May they be blessed richly and may they thrive. And for any person that is unwilling to accept that it may be them, unfortunately, the unwillingness to do that will often continue to produce the same result. When you don't recognize that the change has to start here within yourself, within your own mind, within your heart, within your mouth, it's you. It's you. The person that is the reason why we're getting the results that we want, it's not out there. It starts right here within us in the mirror, that person. If we are unable to accept that, that means we will continue, in some cases, unfortunately, to struggle and deal with challenges that honestly would be avoidable if we would just turn our attention from outside and place it on the inside. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did not already, get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, your take on the things that were shared. And again, please keep it respectful. We are thrivers over here. Don't crash out on her in the comments. Like, let's not lower ourselves to that lack of character level. This is another episode of the Daily Alarm. I'll be back with a new one. Until then, stay blessed. I'm Jay.